Hey there, I'm playing sort of a strange match, which is that we're playing a play-in to be in the B division of the league because there were 3 players who could rejoin in the B league this season, and so they have to decide amongst us. So we're playing a little set of matches. I already played Haka, and basically there's 3 of us and we each play each other 3-game matches, and whoever wins the most games gets in. I already played Haka and beat him 2-1 but wasn't able to record, so now I'm playing jonts, and I have to win 1.5 or better to get into B division. Jonts, I believe, has to win 3-0, and any other outcomes are Haka advance, or Haka gets into B. So that's the sitch. So this board lacks villages. Well, sort of lacks villages. It's actually a bit of a pain of a board. In theory, it's possible to do really big inventor stuff with diplomat. In practice, that's probably somewhat limited. There's no way to really start off the diplomat, is there? No. Okay, so that's out. So we don't have to worry about that. But there's groundskeeper, and there's extra gains, so that's going to be pretty good to go for something with that. Familiar is a possibility, but not super incredible in the opening, though it gets a little bit better later on. I'm thinking I'm actually going to go Jack Border Guard, or possibly Jack Silver. It can be Spice Merchant. I'm going to try the Jack. I think I'm going to go Jack Silver. Next 4 will be Spice Merchant. And then focus on getting stables and groundskeepers. I guess Inventor doesn't really help you all that much. Once you have the groundskeepers, it does something. But prior to that, you can't use it to gain 5s here. Unless I'm just totally missing something. I would consider familiar as well. Like if I hit 4-4, I might go Spice Merchant Potion. I hit a Border Guard. He gets a Swamp Hag, which is reasonable. I'm going to have 5 on my next hand, so I can basically choose whether I would like a stables or a potion. I think the familiars are going to be fairly good, so I'm going to try it. I can just pass here. There's no 4s that are that amazing. My Jack and Spice did miss, but think his potion draw there would have been really nice, or another silver. I guess you can activate Diplomat if they are playing familiars. So maybe familiar's a mistake in that it might let them do stuff. This will be a stables for me. Should probably just be cycling. He's got the hag out, so I just, again, a 2 isn't that impressive here, so we're going to run out the curses and then the diplomat, or the this isn't actually all that great of a jack to play, but would have been nice to get both those curses in, but I'm still, okay, I don't get either of them in, so that's pretty unfortunate actually for me. I still won the curse split, but he has the stables. I mean, I guess you can get a diplomat. They're not gonna like stop playing their familiars. I guess they could. You can trash them with jack. It's not clear to me anyway. He buys a border guard, okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure. The interaction with diplomat is a little bit strange. Did I play my spice merchant yet? Okay, it missed. There's not that much good stuff in there, really. I can't decide if there's really any reason to delay greening, or by how much. You're not going to suddenly draw. I mean, there are a lot of points available, but probably need another stables. Guess if we're focused on cycling here, which we probably should be, try and find jack if we can. That's not great. I really would like to trash some of these curses. I mean, trashing the coppers is nice too, but it would be good to trash the curses. Here we'll get one. I'll go ahead and take the last stables. I don't know how many groundskeepers you should buy before greening. I mean, there's some amount where you'll lose if they have one and you don't win the province split or something. I guess for me, it's what's the incentive to not keep, that didn't really help me. I guess I'm going to have to play both of these because I've goofed up here slightly. Oh no, it's fine. So I'm going to have somewhat a tough time missing 8 for a little bit. But it is possible. If I can get to a stage where he still has 5 curses. And the swamp hag, which is not that great of a terminal. Okay, yeah, he's just not getting as good stuff as me, of course. If I can get to a point where I have I mean, it doesn't matter. Just take the one he had. What I would like to do is go double groundskeeper here, and then I should be able to green. And maybe if I do it again, I can also pick up an inventor. He buys a groundskeeper. This is 10. I think there's another thing worth playing for in here. I guess if I go 6, then I can just green and it doesn't matter. Probably I'll play Jack this turn. And then maybe look for a double province the next turn. Yeah, I mean, guess I'll just go with this. All right, so I think the 4-3 is definitely the better open there. 5-2 looks not great. I also didn't draw hands where I wanted to buy stuff particularly when he was playing Swamp Hag. So I didn't really want to. It's not like I was forced into a choice. It was like Border Guard versus Curse, or Border Guard plus Curse versus nothing. So it was pretty easy to just take nothing. This has got everything, so you're gonna want to open either Steward or Steward Silver here, or maybe Steward Merchant, I guess. I'm probably gonna go Steward Silver. You can go Steward Bridge if you want, though. I don't know. The upside there is not that great. It probably doesn't matter a whole lot, actually. If they don't collide, then if you assume collision, then like what looks good, Steward with Silver doesn't really help you that much. You might buy a 3. Otherwise, I guess you're likely to buy a 3. So maybe it's worth it because Merchant would be a pretty decent buy at that point. Obviously, you can also Scepter Bridges here. So there's a lot of things you can do to make the Mega Turn go off. And Seaway on whatever, almost on anything, is not too important. Obviously, Seaway Peddler is like a known cool thing. The Steward on 3 is easy. Obviously, Double Steward has some nice upside potentially for the double trash, though where you go from there is not as clear because you're not going to have put another action in or anything. And then the collision likelihood just goes up from there, and you have to like buy you have to buy something else. I'm gonna try this one. So this wasn't ideal, but it's okay. I could get my second Steward now. Now they collide, but Merchant might be with one of his Stewards. Either he collided or one of them missed or something. I didn't watch his turn close enough to say for certain. I don't even know if I can actually tell based on that info. So that misses. I can Seaway Pet, or I can Seaway Merchant, which is okay. Or I can buy Crown, which is also pretty good. He could have put that on Peddler there. He had 2 actions, so he could have put that on Peddler. That looks like a big mistake. It's maybe the nicest way of putting it. So this could be, I think this just needs to be crown. It could be Peddler Merchant. And it could be Peddler Merchant. I could also see away the Peddlers. Of course I need a crown, but I don't know. This is not good. This hand. Unless I have like a merchant top deck, then it's okay. Pretty much regardless. He went with the other way. So I guess I've got there are 3 coppers left. I must have 2 of them. He is one of them in an estate. So see, I'm not going to get to 4 here, or to like, well, I can finish the trashing, which is really good. I guess I'll just do it. The other option, of course, is to take money. I'm going to try this. And then I'll start adding the bridges, scepters, etc. You're going to buy a lot of peddlers this turn. I am too. Does he not have a silver? He must have a silver. Yeah, okay. So he gets quite a bit nicer of a turn than I will, I think. Well, no, I'm going to be able to play both his stewards for coin. So I should be able to go like double crown bridge. Well, I'm not going to have that much money. Go like crown bridge peddlers. So I'm going to have 4 merchant plays. 6, 10. So crown bridge peddlers looks good. I'm like 100% sure he could have Seawade peddlers and just chose not to. Not just chose not to, that's misleading. Just missed it. So he goes bridge, merchant, peddler, peddler. Okay. I guess I could do math and see if there's a better thing I get by crowning the silver. Well, then that's going to cost me a steward play, so it's not. There's no way it's worth it. Okay. The Crown Bridge triple peddler looks pretty good. And then we're going to be sort of eminently near to a pile out of sorts. I'm going to have to really watch myself. I don't think he got too low, but I'm going to have to watch myself. For sure. I don't think he got too low, but well, I really want a crown right would be ideal. I'm going to basically miss a steward play here. Now I got to look and see if there's a seaway play that'll help me out, because there very well could be. I don't know how much did he add, man. So shoot, so he's got well a lot of buys potentially, right? Merchant, one merchant, two merchants, three merchants, four merchants, now five merchants. He's got two bridges, and he's got three crowns. So that's a lot. Three crowns, five merchants, two bridges. So you can do 10 buys, potentially. So that's going to be hard to beat here. I basically have to lower some and score some, but my scoring will be kind of tough to do because I have to have another crown. I could get a scepter, I guess, actually. I do need to take some points, though. I don't think this is enough points. Like, He can always just take a state. Like, this is just not, unless he does, this is just not stopping him from doing anything. I haven't prevented any sort of pile out or done anything really. So this was pretty stupid on the whole. Yeah, this just hasn't helped me. Like, at all. I don't think a steward helps me either. Yeah, this is dumb. Like, it's just he wins. Unless he has some really fluke draw. In which case I should really lower a little more, but because it's not even really clear that if I draw everything, I have a great finish. He didn't crown to start. I guess that's one thing, but he only needs like 9 like, he's just gonna have it super easy. Crown bridge will be enough for whatever thing. He also has like 30 merchants still left, so he can empty the estates. I don't know if jonts is one of these people who wants to play out their turn or not, but I think I was stuck. I don't think there's really anything I can do. Not for the whole game, but I mean at that point in turns. Maybe that turn I bought the crown was really bad. I could be convinced of that for sure. This is sort of a strange one. Alright. So ties are now off the table again. We got familiar and no trashing. So there's that. I don't know if loan really helps you. Wishing well potentially is nice, I guess, for cycling. There's nothing good here to do, though. I guess you can advance squire into familiar, so that's probably worth doing. And probably better than buying a potion. So you can open like lone squire. It's pretty nice. Or you can do double squire. Or you could do market square squire. Double square is probably better, but hopefully they didn't miss. So the one square did miss. Though there is a copper, so it might not be the one on top. Yeah, I mean, I could totally lose this because I didn't get the shuffle. I guess that's something in favor of going double squire. So that's a reasonable question about what you go for between scholar and wine merchant. I guess if you get trashed, you can kind of do a... Well, I've already taken gold, so I'm not really likely to want that. He seems to be building to that. I'm not sure if it works, but without any... He hasn't done any copper trashing. So he seems to be dedicated to it. This was really nice for me. Pretty much here I can decide whether I want a gold or... I mean, obviously the loan has some chance of hitting gold. Not doing anything for me, but... this seems alright, though. I could go patrician squire. Things are going okay for me, actually. Now, whether I want another market square, I'm going to go with that. This will just be province patrician for me. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't want to convert a few more of those into familiars and on top of the shuffle there. Maybe he has a handful of them, I don't know. But it's a little surprising to me. I'll probably... I guess I don't have to green. I could get a road network here, but... That's really weird to me, that he didn't advance any of those. Like, for sure you could advance some of them. And it would be okay. And it was before a shuffle too. That was like a chance to like smash me on the curses. Whoa. His scholar may never get played again. He can do some Emporium stuff, but so can I. And then piles will be low. I'm going to do this in case I draw another action. I didn't draw another action. I guess I could buy the curse. I'll probably have buy. That's probably not my limiting issue here. He has to have a massive, massive turn, and his scholar's not in the deck, so I don't see how he could possibly beat me here. Alright, so I made it back into B. So I'll be playing in Dominion League in the upcoming season. Hope you all will tune in and watch. See you later.